everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Feels like just yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals, Doris. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three, the small forward. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Hey, right here.
On the wing, Tatum, covered by Johnson. And here's Brown for three. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Now McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
So much of the offense ran through him. Looking at the assist total, we saw how unselfish he can be.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Here's Johnson. No luck on that one. Tatum with some nice D. Here's White. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Sometimes you anticipate that contact is coming and you have to take it. Nice job by White to hang in there.
Here's Daniels. A 14-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And don't make a mistake, the 3 blocks had a huge impact on the game as well. It really turned the game in their favor.
Okongwu with the bucket.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Doris, very disciplined are the Celtics at the defensive end of the floor.
And BA, they do something that great defensive teams do. They limit their fouls. They don't gamble for steals. They try to give up one contested shot. At the rim, it's all about verticality.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Brown can't hit. And stolen by Brown. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Jaylen Brown, in addition to becoming a champion, notched a big award in 2024, Doris.
It is undeniable that Jaylen Brown raised his level throughout the course of the playoffs in 2024. He was the MVP of the conference finals and the finals, and I thought set the tone almost nightly en route to that championship. This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Out to McCollum. It's deflected. Here's Tatum. Here he goes. And finished off by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. McCollum, the pass to Daniels. Johnson a screen on White. Daniels against White. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, what a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
Boston leading by 3. Pass to Shireman. It's Brown on the wing. Off target from outside.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
No problems knocking that one down. McCollum's got 5.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done.
Outside, Brown. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's White. 29 points for him last game against Charlotte. To halt the run. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got his second basket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Daniels passes to McCollum. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Here's Shireman. Unable to get that one. Oh, nice D from McCollum. For Atlanta, they've got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. And Boston with some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Keita. And Pritchard is subbed in for Shireman. And a change for the Hawks. Kuminga's checked in. Now here's Daniels. Outside Kuminga. Here's the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Brown gets the bucket.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Pass to Daniels. Brown against Kuminga. Daniels outside. Now here's Johnson. That 3's off the mark. Outside White. Here's Vucevic. And Okongwu with the block. Pass to Kuminga. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Brown drives in. And the jam by Brown.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
The Hawks trailing. Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Kuminga. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
As he gets more comfortable with his shot, Kuminga will take more middies.
The Celtics have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Brown against Kuminga. With a 9-footer. Back to Brown. Outside Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 6 points.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Okongwu, covered by Vucevic. Here's Alexander Walker, and there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. It's his first trip to the line, and so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
A new day. All right, Chomps, thanks for the update. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Walsh comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Harper in for Derek White. Here's Walsh. To the middle. It's stolen. And now the Hawks on the break. Count it for Vincent. And the Hawks lead by 2. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Harper, defended by Kispert. Pass to Walsh. Pritchard from outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
1:02 left to play in the first. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, Kuminga is a solid option in the pick-and-roll game, not only because of his skill, but because of his physical tools.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Harper. 6 to shoot. Now Pritchard. Launches a 3. And the Celtics another 3.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Vincent passes to Alexander Walker. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here they come with numbers in transition. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Atlanta.
And he knocks down the first one.
Alexander Walker. At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Outside Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top, up 2. Stay with us now as we get... Man, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
They've been able to create turnovers with their high-pressure defense, and offensively, they're converting off those opportunities.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. C.J. McCollum is out there with Kispert. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Zachary Risache. And it's Landale in at the center position. There's a screen by Kuminga. For 3, McCollum. It's rebounded by Walsh. And for Boston, they're shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Brown going to work.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. Back to Risache. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risache's future in this league.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Pulls up, high post. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Brown. Inside. That one no good. Nice D from Landale. To the inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Pritchard. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pritchard against McCollum. Pass to Rizachet. There's a screen. Now Kispert. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
You can't be one-dimensional. Corey Kispert willing to put it on the floor and get to the rim.
Out left to the wing. Up top, Brown. Defended by Kispert. Tries it from the block. Shot is off. 5 for 10 now. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to McCollum. Out to Kuminga. Back to McCollum. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Rizachet. Brown looking around. Outside Tatum. The three. The rebound by the Hawks.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kispert. Boston shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
How about the concentration on that assist? Changed his mind mid-shot and put the pass right on the money.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Daniels comes in for Kuminga. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Johnson with a bucket.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Celtics trail by 4. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. The finish! Rips down the breakaway slam.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Pritchard against Daniels. Right side Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Brown. Takes the 3. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tatus checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Shireman comes in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Brown. And a change for the Hawks. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for McCollum. Now the Celtics on the move. The open shot, White. The rebound by Atlanta.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And here's Kuminga for three. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Your practice makes perfect. So Kuminga's put a lot of time into refining his shot motion off the catch.
Daniels against Pritchard. There's Tatum with the three. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Kuminga, and here's Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Here's Tatum, and Tatum gets it to go through the D.
But Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Tatum. 50 move. The shot won't fall. Atlanta leading by 8. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating.
Yeah, one thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Minute 32 left in the second. Daniels outside. Back to Johnson. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Off target with the three.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And it's Tatum missing. The Hawks leading. Here's Johnson. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. On the wing, Tatum. JT for 3.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson against Tatum. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And another basket for Atlanta.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Well, now we have some appreciate it, Allie, and we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Bench mob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
And time now to swing it around. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Shireman in a 2-guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. Uses the glass on the layup. Okongwu's got 8.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Shireman. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Here's Daniels. McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. 3-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Queta's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Okongwu inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
They grab their own miss. For 3, McCollum on target from range. He's got 10.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Pass to Tatum. The 3-ball. Tatum with the 3-point answer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Here's Queta, guarded by Okongwu. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Atlanta leading by 11. Lets it go from 11. Shireman grabs the board. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. McCollum with a steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Johnson on the wing. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Okongwu. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Tatum. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Alexander Walker's got 6 rebounds in the game. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Outside White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
That's just a smooth, tight handle right there by Derek White. This guy an offensive force.
To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Up top, White. Covered by Daniels. Queta, pass to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Johnson against Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta leading by 13. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Here's McCollum. From outside the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. White on the wing. Lets the three fly. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Dyson Daniels.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
And Atlanta with possession here. Outside Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And a big-time scoring night for Johnson. Looking for a shot and playing with serious confidence.
White against Daniels. And White gets right to the 10.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Atlanta leading by 10. McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. And here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Boston's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight.
This guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. In transition. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete. Love it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
But picking all the low-hanging fruit, defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Outside Johnson, down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket counts. Johnson's got 20.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively, inside the paint.
On the wing, Hauser. Back to Tatum. Pass to Walsh. Back to Tatum. The three is up. And he can't get that one.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Really good passing wing. Risa Shea isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Here's Walsh. He's watched by Kuminga. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Hawks lead by 10. Kispert with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. And here's Kuminga for 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Left side Tatum. Inside. It's stolen by Kuminga. And a fast break now for Atlanta. A good look from Johnson. Boston with a rebound. Outside Tatum. Pass to Walsh. To the inside. Vucevic. And miss after miss right now. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Ben, he's checked in for Boston. Heald's checked in for the Hawks. Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
Atlanta leading by 11. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Hield for three. It's rebounded by Walsh. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Vucevic. Hauser outside. Beyond the arc. Kispert grabs a miss. Pass to Landale. Hield for three. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Jalen Johnson. He's been the guy making things happen for the Hawks. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Hawks, Jock Landale is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Risache in at the small forward position.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Celtics trail by 13. Here's Brown.
Oh! Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jalen Brown, who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Knocked loose. And Boston pushing it up now. Pritchard gets it to go.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Pass to McCollum. Now Landale, covered by Vucevic. And he gets that one. And the Hawks lead by 11.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside, Brown. Going inside. Oh, how about Brown? Off the bounce.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Risache. Landale with it. And here's McCollum. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Walsh can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Kispert. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Boy, Kispert doesn't waste these kinds of opportunities. A bucket on the interior? Yes, sir.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Kispert.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Atlanta leading by 11. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Hauser. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And that one misses.
The line for two, Walsh.
Good on the second one. And the Hawks with possession here. 10-point lead. Left side, Johnson. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth.
To me, this is Jalen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
free throw good. Brown.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brown. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Johnson. Brown. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebound Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kispert, the pass to Johnson. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Johnson. Just 5 on the clock to the paint. Here's Landale. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Landale's got 4 points this quarter.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
To the right side. On the wing, Tatum. He's watched by Kuminga. It's stolen by Kuminga. Pass to McCollum. Uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, this team wants Kuminga to do that more. Pass it with a purpose.
Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
McCollum against Pritchard. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 11 points here in the second half. The Celtics have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Brown. Oh, Brown! All the way to the rim! Man, oh man!
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cadis checked in for Vucevic. Shireman comes in for Walsh. And it's White in for Pritchard. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Alexander Walker comes in for Kuminga. And Daniels is subbed in for Kispert.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
To the wing on the left. Outside Tatum. Pass to Shireman. White for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, big time answer from Derek White. The 3 is on point.
Atlanta leading by 10. Now Okongwu. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
First personal foul.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 14. And the basket by Shireman. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. McCollum outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Offensive rebound. Johnson passes to McCollum. And no one in the vicinity.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Count it!
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team, and what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. For 3. And rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 12. Here's the pass to Brown from downtown. Oh, Jaylen Brown from extended range.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Now Johnson. Here's Daniels. Now Johnson.
Celtics foul. Derek White. Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
First one falls for him.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
Tatum outside. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's McCollum. Lays it in easily.
And McCollum excels at everything on the court. And man, he is putting on a show.
Celtics trail by 12. Outside White. Here's a pass to Tatum. Takes a three. It's good from beyond the arc.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Here's Daniels. McCollum outside. On the take. Beyond the arc. Oh, the shot is off. For the Celtics, this one not looking good. Tatum. And he slams it down.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
And the Hawks shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Shoots a three. And rebounded by Tatum.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Lets it go from 14. Oh, it misses.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, it misses.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Daniels against White. He got a piece of it.
You talk about protecting the basket. Derek White with the big-time swat at the rim.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And that's an intentional foul.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Hawks.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of two is good. And that increases the lead to 6. And Boston calls time here. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Outside Brown. Fires the 3. Ooh, it misses. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. And Boston calls time here. They're down by 8. All right, guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Stolen by Daniels. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Shooting for Atlanta.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. And so he makes both from the line.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
So it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.